What's up? Today I wanna start with my first ever drawing on this YouTube channel, and it's really excited. I'm really excited to be with you guys, trying to understand. I know I might be fumbling a bit. I might be having some kind of issues with my speech, as it's my first time actually talking while making a YouTube video, and it's my first YouTube video. Um, yeah, I'm really excited to get into it, and let's see where this takes us. Our topic for today is going to be horses. So I'm gonna make whatever on this canvas which looks or is related to horses. Now, most of us understand where horses come from, right? I mean, we have seen many sports which have or use horses as a means of transport, like polo or just horse riding in general, usually in the United States or different places, especially Texas. And it's really fun when you realize, when you're being on a horse. Personally, I have done horse riding when I was in the US. And it was really fun because it's a totally different experience. Like it's not like you're sitting in a car or you're just uh, chilling out in your neighbor's apartment and saying, "Hey, I just rode a horse." Like that's a bit weird to say, to a person. And so, eventually you understand that all the things which people say about horses is really not true all the time. Some people say that riding horses is, you know, kind of not not a fun thing to do or not something you should be doing, as it's pretty risky. You don't want to get hurt yourself. Whereas some people say it's fun riding on horses. And so, you people get encouraged because of that, and which is a very good thing. As doing something new all the time is something people should be, encouraged for. And so if, people have issues as to what to do and what not to do, then they have the answer, which is their own gut feel. What do you think you should do when you are, you know, out in the open? Do you want to do something or do you not? And that's what you need to ask yourselves every day, right? Now, most of the times, uh, when I'm, trying to understand what people think, what people understand about riding horses, is that it's very important to believe in yourself when you're doing, because it's not an easy task. I mean, first time I rode a horse, it was quite scary. I thought I would fall over or something like that. But luckily, that wasn't the case. And eventually you have this understanding as to how can you, have a bit more faith, in the world and how you think about it. And so understanding that, once you understand all that, you're like chill. You don't have to worry about much, and you can always count on, what you're trying to do and what you want to be good at, right? So always have this understanding as to what you need to do in life, and making choices that to which are important are very, very knowledgeable. Making your own choices, doing your own stuff, that's what makes a person understand what to do and what not to do in life. And so I feel that you need to make the proper choices when it comes to, you know, anything, anything in life. Like I chose to be an artist, and frankly speaking, I love the fact that just starting a channel, making content, and presenting it to people is a really fun way to do that and to start, your passion. As I really, love showing my art to people, have really beautiful, uh, it's a really great feeling you get. Trust me, all the artists out there, if you guys feel that art is, not something you want to keep to yourself, then that's a different thing. But otherwise, I'm the kind of person who loves showing my art to the world, and I just wanted to, try and do that as it's something people usually, are starting to do as, social media and social uh, networks and have really boomed everyone's uh, path. And so I thought, why don't I try, you know, making a YouTube channel and seeing how that works? It can literally take me anywhere. I can literally, you know, make my entire career out of it, or make something else. Try and understand how my design works, and just, explore different things, different, uh, you know, what do you say? Explore different content. Try, like I've seen a lot of content. I've seen how people, are when they make video games, how they are when they are just making art, and whatever you're passionate about, whatever you like, you can create your own stuff, and then you can just post it, and let people, give feedback as to how it is. So not only are you getting a full survey, which is also fun and engaging at the same time as, giving you a proper input and feedback as to what you support, what you're doing wrong, what you're doing right, but it's also allowing you to explore and, just be out there and not be afraid of anything, being discouraged by anyone, because you need to learn how to handle yourself, just like how people handle horses. Yeah, yeah. And frankly speaking, I feel that making this right now just feels wonderful and very uh, pressurizing. I know, I know, because I'm the type of guy who really wants people to love my art, and if it doesn't come out great, most artists usually, throw their work, or I've seen many who just don't show their faces on YouTube for a very long time because they don't want to see the comments or what people are trying to say about them. And frankly, to a certain extent, I would support these people, but in the end, you have to learn how to take in the heat. I mean, one thing is that, okay, fine, people just don't like your artwork, they don't like what you do as an artist. Well, the thing is, you need to learn how to control it. Yeah, you need to learn how to improve. If you really think they don't really love your art, then you need to understand what do people like. If you don't do that, if you just stay in your hole saying, yeah, I can't do anything, I should give up, yeah, then there's no point even starting the channel in the first place, right? I mean, what's the point? Just getting yourself all worked up and then you're not improving. Either you make a perfect art piece, which I know for a fact this isn't because it looks horrible, but it creates an opportunity for me to then understand why do I think it's horrible? Why can't I think for once that okay, it's going well, it's what I wanted, and yeah, so keeping that in mind, you have to know what to do and what not to do. Now look at this thing right here, this thing right here, that does not look good at all, right? It looks a bit weird because it looks like both the legs are attached, whereas it should show just one leg. Well, you be a bit you be a bit more creative, be a bit more creative, go back to your oils, no, pastels, yeah, and then here, right here, you create another leg, which has another leg right here. Yeah, and if you see, you always zoom out and see if it looks good or not. If it doesn't, you can always erase and try and make it look better. See what I did right there? Now I made it look like some weird demon horse, which has four legs, two legs attached to each other. So that automatically now, creates like this opportunity for me to maybe add something else, add something more to the art piece. And so here I just did. Uh, I just added the legs and blended it together with this. Added a bit more light to make it the outside should be a bit lighter, then a bit dark. Yeah, so that we have enough stuff going on. Yeah, there we go. So those are the two legs. A bit more at the foot. Yeah, yeah. Okay, this can be a bit higher, I feel. No, blend it a bit higher. Yeah, yeah, blend it. So see, you need to understand what you're trying to do. And if even if it takes a long time, or if it takes some time for you to process what you're doing, you still do it because you want to make either the perfect one or you want to make something which is like, okay, fine, just did something, which is something I don't like. So now I can make this place a bit darker, a little bit to show the little division between both the parts of the leg. So it shows their two legs right there. Yeah, two legs. Okay, now once we're done with this, since we're making kind of like a demon now, um, I'm just gonna click perfect. Just gonna click this. Yeah. Since most of it is on charcoal, I'll keep it that way. Okay. And going it down, stretch it up like that. I'm a I used to be a huge dragon fan. Always loved drawing dragons. Always added stuff which didn't need to be added with dragons. So had a huge craze over them. It was really fun growing up, liking dragons. You know, I also love dinosaurs. I remember going to the museum when I was in the US. It was really fun going there. Uh, and touched a dinosaur, T-Rex, if I'm not wrong. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. You know, with my parents, just hanging out with your parents. That's one of the most fun and enjoyable moments in your life you can possibly have. There we go. Since we got this, we'll blend this later in a way that looks good. But for now, I think it's coming out decent. I've done very minimalistic my own art. I do digital art, but usually I have a lot of reference. Today I'm just doing whatever comes in my head because I know reference taking references is very important when you're learning art. As a matter of fact, any media of art, since it needs a basic understanding of the entire thing. If you don't have that, then there's no point in doing it. You get it? Yeah. Okay, so far the wing is okay. Not bad. Yeah. No, I think I'm just gonna keep a bit on the tip. Now we'll do the next wing behind this. Yeah, I'm gonna keep a bit actually of a little bit of the gray here. Show the little neck muscle. Yeah, of the horse. This guy's big and muscular. Yeah, there we go. Right there. Perfect. And once we went through this, it's in there. I think that's okay. Okay. Yeah, maybe a bit lighter, a little bit, little bit. Not trying to make it too light. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, so there we go. Perfect. Yep, 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 yep. And for the back wing, I'm gonna just have to use black here. Less thickness. Okay, perfect. Just blending it all in. Look, energetic. No layers. I haven't used a single. I just realized that I haven't used any layers in this art piece, which is crazy because I usually do use a good amount of layers for all my work since I want it to be like almost near to perfect. But this video has turned out to be totally opposite. Funny. Yeah. I don't know. Just take a look. Part. There we go. Yeah, I think that's good. Good stuff. Okay. I think. I think we can change a bit of uh, this is perfect for uh, making it a bit smudge, like areas where we need a bit of smudging. Doesn't should not look too like smudged, just enough to not look too shabby. Doesn't look shabby though. I'm just making it a bit smoother. That's there we go. Okay. Maybe not. Yeah, maybe not this part. Just a bit of this. Yeah, this part is perfect. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, Looking good. Looking not bad, not bad. Maybe just next time we'll try and keep it a normal horse. But I really like how this turned out. It's pretty fun making this piece. I'll also be posting a shot which has the piece, the time lapse of this entire thing. So if you guys want, you guys can watch that as well. See how I made it. But otherwise, it's quite good. A lot of fun making it. And overall, I would say solid. Had a lot of time. Sorry, I'm just giving it the finishing touches. So, pardon me if there we go. Sure, what do we do for the clouds? I'm not sure. Maybe we can a bit more dark, a bit more darker here. This looks too light. It doesn't look like, evil. Should be a bit dark, but just to emphasize, keep it gray. We can quickly, in between all this, at the moon. Oops. No, wait. I think that comes at the moon. I think I can use this for the, no. I'm still discovering a few things on Procreate. Maybe we can, maybe like, yeah, there we go. Bit of dark, bit of dark in there. Let's merge it a bit. Keep only a few parts rigid. Yeah, and that's the moon. And then finally, going back to a watercolor, making it a darker gray this time. Yeah, that's perfect. Color that moon. Okay. Hmm. I'll be thinking what I'm doing here. That's right. That's right. Add a nice red color to it. Dark light. Nice light on it. And finally, I'm just trying to create a bit of background. I just don't want the horse to just stay there. So if I'm some kind of subject, looking at it, distance, and I'm just curious as to what the heck that thing is. He has a rifle in his hand, and boom. It's, I think, mm, I'm just, trying to figure things out. Maybe a bit of like a dirt, dark dirt effect. Let's smudge it. With a smudge brush. Yeah, dirt, dirt, dirt. Okay, dirt, dirt, dirt. Yeah, perfect. I'll keep it a bit lighter there. Yeah, and you're done. That's the piece. Really, I appreciate you guys watching the video, you know, and supporting you guys, even a guy who's inexperienced. Like I've literally an experience of making YouTube channel, in general, just posting YouTube videos on the internet, and you guys will be really helpful if you guys can subscribe and like and comment on how you think I should just change a few things here and there, see what helps. And yeah, hope you guys liked it. And just, oh yeah, see, look at this right here. While I was almost done, this is what happens. This is what happens in the end moment. You have to keep a proper track of everything you do. It's just so important. I look a bit separated. There you go. Okay. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's it for today. I said it 100 times, but yeah, that's it. So far now, first video, no layers, no nothing, just just took a raw topic, random topic, and just started drawing and painting and coloring from there. So yeah, just freestyler here right now for today. We will be obviously making better art pieces. This is just the first video, so I just wanted to see, feel what it is like to make a video. I know I sound dumb right now, but I swear this is just, me being nervous. Maybe I can add a bit of bloom. What do you say? What do you say? Maybe a bit of bloom would be good. Yeah, keep it a bit less size. Keep it, yeah, maybe there we go. Perfect. Okay. That's it. We're done, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.